Okay folks, we're back after it again today with another video, and I'm going to do a little test. I intend on going on an overnight trip next weekend, and I recently acquired a small amount of moonshine, and I have no interest in drinking it, but I thought it might do well in my little alcohol stove. So we're going to put that to the test today. Okay, I'll show you what we got to work with today. I've got a little billy pot here. It's 1 liter in size, and I bought this from Firebox Stove, Zebra, Thailand, and that is the name on the logo here. It seems to be very well constructed. It's made of stainless steel, and I bought this for use specifically with the Firebox Stove. On my outing last year in Babcock State Park, when I tried to use the stove with wood, I noticed that my little Cedar Summit Alpha pot, it was causing a lot of smoke, and upon further investigation I found out that the Alpha pot is not suitable with open flame. So I had to purchase a pot to be used with the Firebox Stove, so I went back to Firebox Stove for that purchase. That way I would be sure to have a pot that would be suitable with the stove. Now I'm using my little Trangia alcohol stove, the Firebox Mini made out of stainless steel, and I borrowed my windscreen from my MSR Whisper Light. And as you've probably noticed by now, it's pretty windy today, but we don't have any laboratory type conditions to test here, so we work with what we have. I transfer the moonshine from the mason jar into the flask in order to make it easier to pour. And I like to get a couple of drips just down there like that. Makes it a little bit easier for me to light. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get this lit. No. I'm not sure if this is going to light or not. Not sure if you can see that or not. Not even sure if it's burning. No, it's not burning. Okay folks, the moonshine did not work after several attempts at lighting with a Bic lighter and matches. I had no success, so I disposed of the moonshine, and we're going to go ahead with the test, except using my old standby heat, H-E-E-T, in the yellow bottle. You use that to de-ice the inside of your gas tank in the winter. There it is right there. That's the product you can use for your alcohol stove. The heat works better than anything I've used so far, so we're going to go back to our old standby. And we'll try this again real quick. And there we go. it always helps to use the right type of fuel. I've got 1244 now, and we will see how long it takes to boil 2 cups of water in this little 1 liter capacity stainless steel pot. I think I'm going to put my finger right there on top of the handle just to help steady the pot. You know, I always like testing new products in less than ideal conditions, and Mother Nature is providing that for us today, even though the outside temperatures are pretty mild. The wind is being an overachiever today, but when you're in the wilderness, you're not always going to have ideal conditions, so this is good training. Okay folks, I'm going to try to show you this without getting blown away out here. It's just starting to bubble a little bit on the bottom there, but we've definitely got some good hot water going. And it is 12:55, so you figure that that's been going a little over 10 minutes now. But anyway, there you have it. That's more than hot enough for a nice cup of coffee and to rehydrate your backpacking meal. So we're going to end the test now while we're still able to stand up out here. Okay, folks, I had to retreat to my nut hut out here. My final thoughts about that particular system: I have high hopes for it. I believe next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten up the circle on the windscreen here. It did work, and as you saw, we brought 2 cups of water up to a boil in about 10 minutes, and that's not bad for an alcohol stove. I'll show you more about that pot whenever I take my trip, and we'll see you in the next video. Test your gear before you go to the woods.